There's something captivating about a journey that doesn't begin with spotlight or applause, but instead with quiet ambition, small steps, and a dream that refuses to stay hidden. This is the story of Denise Bafuidinsoni Lopez, a name that today resonates with elegance, confidence, and an undeniable presence in the modeling world. But behind the curated photos and polished aesthetic lies a deeper narrative, one of growth, self-discovery, and relentless pursuit. Denise's story begins long before the camera found her. Like many young women with a dream, she started with nothing more than a vision of what she could become. Growing up, she carried a natural sense of style, an eye for detail, a way of expressing herself without saying a word. It wasn't about fame at first. It was about identity, about figuring out who she was and how she wanted the world to see her. Social media would eventually become her stage, but not overnight. Her early posts were simple, almost experimental. A mix of angles, outfits, lighting, and confidence slowly building with each upload. And somewhere along the way, something clicked. People began to notice not just her beauty, but her presence, the way she held herself, the way she told a story in a single frame. Her Instagram page, Denise Bafuidinsoni, became more than just a profile. It became a portfolio of evolution. Every post reflected growth. From casual snapshots to more refined, intentional visuals, Denise wasn't just posting pictures, she was crafting a brand. But success in modeling is never just about looks. It's about consistency, discipline, the willingness to show up even when motivation fades. And Denise understood this early. She invested in herself, learning poses, understanding lighting, experimenting with styles, and most importantly, building confidence from within. Her career began to take shape as opportunities followed visibility. Collaborations, partnerships, and features began to surface. Brands saw not just a model, but a personality. Someone who could represent more than fashion. Someone who could connect. And that connection is what truly sets Denise apart. She doesn't just present perfection. She presents relatability. There's a balance in her content, a blend of aspiration and authenticity. You see the polished side, but you also feel the journey behind it. And that's what draws people in. As her presence grew, so did the demands. The modeling world can be intense, competitive, fast-paced, and often unforgiving. But Denise remained grounded. She didn't rush the process. She didn't try to become someone else. Instead, she leaned deeper into who she already was. And that's where her strength lies. Now, beyond the career, there's the personal side, the part people are always curious about, yet rarely fully see. Denise keeps much of her relationship life private, and that in itself speaks volumes. In a world where oversharing is common, she chooses boundaries. She understands that not everything needs to be public to be real. So, if there's one thing to take from Denise's journey, it's this. You don't need to start perfect. You don't need a massive audience. You don't need everything figured out. What you need is the courage to begin, the patience to grow, and the discipline to keep going, even when progress feels slow. Because the truth is, success isn't built in a moment. It's built in the unseen hours, the quiet decisions, the consistent effort that no one applauds until one day they do. And Denise is living proof of that. If her story resonates with you, if you're someone chasing a dream, building something from nothing, or simply trying to become a better version of yourself, then let this be a reminder to keep going. Follow the journey, stay inspired, and most importantly, start where you are. Because your story, just like Denise's, is still being written.